I just wanted to give you a brief heads up. The reason we recorded voiceover on this tape is because I had originally recorded the audio live as I went along describing what was happening, but it was very windy this morning, and so the sound came out horribly. It sounded more like wind blowing across the microphone with me screaming. And so I've extracted the audio and put in a voiceover. If the voiceover is distracting, just listen to it with the sound off. This is my current shim pattern, two thick shoulder shims and a thick wedge. It's been the same for about the past 6 months, and it might be ready to change. I don't know, let me know what you think based on my horse's back, which will be here in a minute. Just a couple pictures of Prin's back. Here's her right side. Little different angle on the right side. She looks really good, I think. She's filled out a lot. And that's her left side. And she's really not lacking a whole lot of muscle. So here's how my saddle looks placed on her back. I am a little concerned because that deepest spot is not where it's supposed to be. But as you can see, she's got plenty of space in her shoulder, and it used to sit level. And then that's how it looks from the front, which is pretty wide, but the standard was too narrow. Here's some riding stuff, and bear with me. I have a really hard time watching myself ride because I can pick out little tiny things that are wrong. So I'm my own worst critic. So if you hear me groan, it's not you, it's me. And here immediately she starts just to stretch. I couldn't even pick her head up off the ground. Lots and lots and lots of stretching. The other thought I had is maybe it's time to switch to the solid cradle chin strap because I've been using the elastic for about 6 months. Looking incredibly rigid and stiff. Now, when I was at the center and I was in the natural performance course, they told me that I had a tendency to grab my horse's mouth, especially when she was offering to stretch. And I don't know. I've been really hesitant to do anything about it because I don't want to prevent her from stretching. But I'm wondering if maybe I should be asking her head to come up or not. But then again, it might be the saddle too, so. Failed attempt at a canter transition. She was like, no, I want to keep my nose on the ground. It feels good. Now, she missed the left lead like 4 times, and the first 2 were my ribs, and then the next one was my hip. And I don't know if you can see it, but I'm really, really pushing her to keep going there. Having a lot of trouble getting that downward transition on her hind end, which is usually quite easy because she likes to stop. Ugh. And oops, no canter. Another downward transition that for some reason she just piddled into. And that's just kind of uncharacteristic. Nice upward though. And another piddling downward transition. Missing that lead again. That's a little bit better, but still not real great. Having trouble getting on her hind end, not wanting to back up. So this is what I've got, a very, very stretchy horse that doesn't necessarily want to canter. One of the things that I realized I had forgotten after I cut the camera is that I forgot to give you an idea of where my body was sore. I came out with 2 sore spots in my back and the back of my thighs aching from trying to push my horse into cantering. I had 2 sore spots, and I'm hoping this will kind of give you an idea of where I may have been bracing, because I really don't have a clue, other than I think I was a little bit in my ankles at one point. But I had 2 braces, one right here, which is basically square between my two hip points, right in between it on my back, and then one kind of just a little below my shoulder blades, right where my thumb's at. So those are my 2 spots. So maybe that'll give you kind of an idea of if it was brace or if the saddle was pitching me weird or something like that. I just thought that might be helpful.